dreaming about what food to eat. Why they sleeping, why they snoozed on me? I was seizing opportunity. Now they don't know what to do with me. I keep going hard like I'm in puberty. Rebellions in my blood, there ain't no ruling me. Coming for the top, this is a mutiny. I want percentage, yeah. Put you in your mind like fuck your dentist, yeah. You never had a chance like an abortion. Broken, you don't wanna play with me, that's forfeit. Oh shit, look into a place that never thought he could. Now the lone wolf is hounding up in Bollywood. Now I got some confidence, they call me cocky. Like a fucking tiger in the eye, I feel like Rocky. I am a untouchable, I cannot fuck with you. Some days there's no one else who loves me like you used to. Some days I'm not myself. There's no one I can turn to. All the feelings that we shared are in the past. Your relationships are never meant to last.
Pound for pound, we're a perfect match, pulling punches, or toe to toe, we're always on the road. Worse or better, we can't stop, we can't stop. Cause together, we're better off, and we can.
Mic off. Mic on.
All right, all
Alright, good evening folks. How's everyone doing out there? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome out to the fifth and final round of our Caribbean Endurance Championship. We're currently in the closing stages of official practice right now. We're currently seeing 3 minutes left on the clock there at the top of your screen, also on the left hand side, top of your screen, and we're currently looking at Christian Rajnath in his Porsche 911 RSR here, the endurance outfit for Porsche. Some beautiful shots here coming in from, yes, you guessed it, ladies and gentlemen, if you did, that is, we are at Le Mans. Oh man, I know a lot of the guys have been waiting and anticipating this round. It's 4 minutes that is on there per lap, and that's just the fastest lap. They're coming in from John and Greene. We still got guys that is actually doing a little bit worse than that. For where it's Rahul Nasseir down by some 3 seconds, almost 3.5 seconds there in second position so far, but these guys might just try and play not play their correct hands, as I would say, in this poker bout that is about to go down here at Le Mans. Oh, what a beautiful looking car there from Christian Rajnath. Hey, if you've been joining us from the beginning, welcome back. For those of you who are new to us, Caribbean Sim Racing entertains you every Saturday with a different discipline. So this Saturday we're having the endurance cars here. And yes, we've also got a live chat there in the background with all of the competitors, ladies and gentlemen. I know that's something that might be a bit crazy, but we do have regulations that these guys must follow suit. And also, well, who's got time to chat when you're focusing on a 90-minute race, huh? We didn't go the full 3 hours, I would say. Christian Rajnath gets lost there. Had to register himself to the navigator. He's now in the pits area here, and if we can have a look at who else is in here, we've got Stephen Bowler representing Team Guyana, Oswyne Wilson representing the British Virgin Islands. We've got John and Greene, Team Guyana. Danny Nasseir representing Canada. We've got Klaus Klint, the Danish representing out here. Viking man, as he's like to be called. Matthew Yusuf representing Team Guyana. Rahul Nasseir from Canada. Yes, he's the son of Danny Nasseir there in the other 4GT. Then we've got Lanjay Boswell representing Team Jamaica. And finally, Christian Rajnath representing Team Guyana.
Sharp one. The first one we see when we exit the pit lane.
We've got one other person here. It's Martin Webster on a lap right now. Official practice is completed, actually, by the significance there of the flag on the screen. And Martin Webster now sitting in 5th position here. He's probably out testing a change as he heads into Archie Chicane. He's actually going to pull it over and take it back into the pits there now. And I'd like to show you where they stand currently. So here they are. As I get you your standings update from the previous race here that we're entering this one with. And here we are with the points now. We've got John and Greene heading the charge here with 47 points, but look at it. Rahul Nasseir has tied John Greene there with 47 points there to hold on to second position. Oswyne Wilson not that far away with 44 points, followed by Martin Webster there with 38 points. Then we've got Tommi Gore representing Gunnings Racing and Jamaica with 35 points. Kurt Moss there of Kool Runnings also representing Jamaica with 28 points. Daniel Williams, who's sadly not here today, of Team S rated and represents Guyana, is with 27 points. Joel Dallas there, also a member of Jamaica and Kool Runnings with 25 points in 8th position. Justin Nasseir with 9 points within IRW Racing with 25 points. And then to close off the top 10, we've got Danny Nasseir from Nasseir GP with 17 points. We've also got team standings to look at here today. It's Nasseir GP there with Danny Nasseir and Rahul Nasseir with 64 points leading the charge, followed by Kool Runnings. That's Joel Dallas and Kurt Moss there in second position with 53 points. Gunnings Racing with the lone standing Tommi Gore with 50 points there covers off the top 3. Then we've got DOW Racing, Premature Ejaculation. Almost got me. Team Xplay, S-rated, IRW Racing, Vikings Racing, Team ER Racing, and MS Racing completing the team standings there. Excuse me. Alright, so we're just waiting now to head into qualifying. Let me just put the camera. Oops. Alright. So here we go. Who we got out there? It's Klaus Clint that heads out first, followed by Christian Rajnath, Rahul Nasseir, and Oswyne Wilson. Then we've got Danny Nasseir.
Everybody.
That's heading out there now. Matthew Yusuf as well. Trying to get to Klaus Clint, and that seems like it's gonna be it there for the starters out on track. Klaus still leads the gang here into Tetre Roge. He's trying to put some heat into those tires there, Klaus Clint. And he's also got Christian Rajnath there behind him. He's actually pulling over to let who is that behind him? So Danny Nasseir goes ahead. It's Oswyne Wilson goes ahead, followed by Christian Rajnath. And then we've got Rahul Nasseir, then Danny Nasseir, and then Matthew Yusuf here in the BMW M8. I don't think Oswyne is going to favor Klaus Clint in front of him for much longer, but he's actually seems as though he's giving himself some room there. Oswyne Wilson backing off from the Dane. So we've got 30 minutes of qualifying, of which we've already completed 2.5 minutes of, and then we'll head into that 90-minute bout. Hey, pop some popcorn, get you a soda, a tall glass of soda or water if you've done the healthy thing and cut out the sugar as I did. And get ready for some action, ladies and gentlemen, as it's no holds bar here with these points. Alright, here we see it. They're backing off now. Christian has got a really good chance here to score some points, put him further up the leaderboard. And Oswyne is, of course, trying to capitalize on the momentum he has gotten from winning the closing race of our Caribbean Single Mate Cup last weekend. He was in a different car then. He was in the Nissan Premature BTCC car, which we took and made into a single make cup car. And now he is in pursuit, at least for the final spot on the podium here. Let's switch over then to Klaus Clint as he tries to complete a lap here. He's now on his fast one, so we'll keep an eye here on Klaus as he goes around the Dunlop curve. Ooh, a little bit too much there from Klaus, but it's still a timed lap. Has not shown that he was given a cut track as he heads down into the S's. Throughout the entire season, we've not... Oh! Klaus now heading off track there. And I think he's going to cancel that lap. Yes, he has. As Oswyne tries to grab a bit of non-existent air behind his car there. In the form of drag reduction. Or should I say slipstream, actually, not to confuse you guys. So some of you who might not be all well and knowing about motor racing or sim racing in general, drag is the, or slipstream rather, is the physical operation where a car punches the air in front of them and creates sort of like a vacuum. Alright, so the car behind them has little to no resistance whatsoever. So that car begins to actually accelerate and increase their speed even more behind the car they are following. That's why you saw Oswyne Wilson tuck in behind Klaus Clint there as he's trying to make this first lap count. As he's got Christian, who's probably trying to get into the slipstream of Oswyne right behind him. At some point though, the slipstream does become dirty air, as it's known, where you actually create a tumbling effect of the air molecules behind the car, and that actually upsets the car, because for these cars to take a turn at such speeds, they require something called downforce. Now the front end and that big rear wing that you see there actually promotes downforce. Think of it as a plane wing turned upside down. So a plane would require a wing to lift it utilizing downforce from the opposite way, while a car uses it to stick to the ground and go through turns even faster. Ooh, he's even closer now, Christian Rajnath, to get into that slipstream and capitalize on this lap here. But we've got all and sundry left to play here with 22 minutes and 20 seconds left on the clock. Oswyne, if he does see what Christian is doing, can choose to break the toe, as we call it, by stepping aside in his car, of course, off of the racing line and letting Christian Rajnath by. He is, however, not required to bob and weave on the track as that is very dangerous in real life motor racing. And if you do get in a crash here in this simulated racing, oh, Christian actually not liking that lap, so he's gonna cancel it. Made a lot of mistakes there coming down into the ending of the final sector. So we get to see what Oswyne now will put on the board. It's a 409.070. Oswyne Wilson gets on that board. I'm gonna stick with Ozzy now. We're gonna ride on board with him. Ooh, a little bit too much there on the rear end, and the curb bit basically spat Oswyne out there, unsettled the car majorly. That's why you saw him have a bit of trouble there getting back on the power, and also a little bit of control there being lost. Back into the Archie's chicane here. Able to get on the power nice and smoothly there, Oswyne Wilson, as he goes down Mulsanne Straight. Seems like he missed the apex there and went a bit slower there on exit through that section. Breaking a straight line here to try to get this apex. He got it, and back on the power there. Hopefully not losing a lot of time through the unsettling of the car. It's quite a lengthy lap here, but of course it's not as long as the Nordschleife out there in Germany. Oh, this looked a little bit wild heading in there and a little bit oversteery, so it does mess up his entry and eventual clipping of the apex right there. Ooh, almost comes into contact there with the barriers, but he's not given a cut track warning. All that is fair game. Beautiful section right here. Oh, but he messes it up right there at Masons Blanche. And now he's been given that cut track there. So that lap, unfortunately, has been cancelled there from Oswyne Wilson. Who is behind Oswyne now? It's actually Rahul Nasseir, who seems as though he's taken his Ford GT into the pits as well. Nope, he's actually prepping himself for a lap here. And here he goes, a little bit oversteer, but that's fine. Gets going here now, and we shall see what his first sector will be. He wants to see the ending of that turn before he even enters it. That's why the wide line into it. Beautiful. That looks pretty fast there from Rahul Nasseir, the Canadian. Oh, what was that? Yep, his lap has been deleted there. The timer is not going anymore at the top of the screen. But he's still going there on this lap. Instead, we're going to look to see who else is on a lap. We've got Stephen Bola here, out of Guyana. And he's in his BMW M8. 16 minutes remain in the session, ladies and gentlemen. How's that popcorn and beverage coming along? I know I've got mine and it's secured here. Welcome out Marlon Young there in the chat for YouTube. You can go ahead and comment, engage in chat there with the viewers as well. And you can even ask questions if you have any. We'll try our best to answer them. What a somber qualifying it is. But I'll tell you what, this is the most space anyone has had in this entire season, which we began in January for qualifying. I'll tell you that for sure. And it might be the most space we'll have in the race as well. That's fine. We've got a competition to run, and that is very, very tight, as we expect it to be tight as well. Coming down to the ending here with qualifying to try and lock off the top spot. We've got Hezekiah Davidson says he's eating chana in the chat there. Hey, enjoy, man. And then we've got Madiha Malik eating pizza. Enjoy them slices, man. Alright, let's head back to some of the action now. It says that Stephen Boll is on his outlap. That means he probably messed up the previous lap there. So let's see who's ahead of him. It's Klaus Klint now, the Dane, who's also on an outlap. I'd like to see someone who's not on an outlap here. And it seems as though Matthew Yusuf is on a timed lap, so we'll stick with Matthew here. That was a 407.746 there from Matthew Yusuf. Oh, we've got Danny Nasseir running off behind him, and Matthew makes the same mistake almost. First sector time to beat is a 1 minute 49.245. It says that he's already up to 5 minutes, but disregard that. That is a mistake there from the app. Matthew's actually sitting in second position here. Sorry, third position. Some 3 seconds down from Martin Webster. Seems like quite an untidy lap here coming out from Matthew Yusuf, but we'll ride with him for a bit. Oh, he cancels that lap actually. And he heads back into the pits there. Let's take a look down pit lane, shall we? We've got a lot of guys on track at the moment. So pit lane's a bit empty. Got Lanjay Boswell here. And his 4GT. Ooh, a little bit too much there on the rotation. Representing DOW Racing here in his 4GT. So we got Matthew Yusuf heading out back again there in his BMW. And Lanjay Boswell as well leaving the pits. Oh, yep, got it in gear. He's going.
You go ahead.
So Oswyne's heading out there. And now we've got Rahul Nasseir is probably sitting in there, fixing a few things. And Rahul might be heading out as well. Gave us a little rev there. Matthew's back and he's gone again. Must have made a mistake there, Matthew, on that outlap.
No, you go ahead, you go ahead.
So those are the guys in the background that are talking here via Discord. And this is Klaus Klint's Porsche 911 RSR. One beautiful looking car, man. With the black and so on. Vikings racing for sure. And then we've got the pace car all the way at the back here. It's not being used at the moment though. Pace car, safety car, usually driven by Sean Aramdio. Who's not here today. So this is beautiful Le Mans. One beautifully modeled track here in France. Alright, so we've got Rahul Nasseir leading the charge there with a 4-minute flat almost. Martin Webster not closely actually behind him, 4 seconds down on that time. And then we've got Klaus Klint with a 4:06, Matthew Yusuf with a 4:07, Danny Nasseir with a 4:08, followed by Oswyne Wilson with a 4:09. Then we've got Lanjay Boswell with a 4:13, Stephen Bolo with a 4:24, John Greene and Christian Rajnot not registering any times at the moment. So Matthew sitting in 4th position now as Klaus managed to take that 3rd away from him. He's now on his outlap. As is Danny Nasseir, who now begins his lap, I suppose. We've got someone else leaving the pits. I think it's John Greene. And we've got Oswyne and Wilson here. Following closely behind Stephen Bola. Oh, Stephen! Losing the rear end there. Man, messing up Oswyne's lap in the process. I think Oswyne is on his outlap, so it doesn't bother him that much. As well as Lance Boswell. Everyone seems to be on their outlap so far. Martin Webster as well. So who is at the head there? I think it is Oswyne Wilson. That's going to begin a new lap. So this championship actually has more guys, but you know, we can't do anything about life getting into the way of their hobbies here in sim racing. Oh, he runs it wide, Oswyne, but that's on his outlap, so doesn't really care for it much. He also had that problem there with Matthew Yusuf. So we've got all hands on deck except for Christian Rajnot. He's not out the pits yet. Oswyne Wilson is preparing himself for a lap, and let's take you to that. And Oswyne manages to mess that one up. So let's head to Rahul now. He's also on an outlap. Klaus is as well. Lange is about to begin his. So let's look at Lange. And Lange manages to mess up as well in his Ford GT. Excuse me. Ford GTs look like a dominant force here. And Rahul is carrying the charge, actually. And it seems as though Rahul does not like that lap there. So he cancels it. Our original standings are back here. Instead, we'll head to Martin Webster. Ooh, we're almost done with qualifying. I lost track there. We are under. Oh, we're about to hit a minute left in quali here. And with Martin Webster here on the outlap with 44 seconds, I don't believe he's going to be able to get this car on a valid lap. No, he's not going to be able to get it. So who is on a flyer at the moment? It's not Stephen Bola. Definitely not Christian, Lange, Rahul, Matthew, Klaus, John. They're all in the pits. Oswyne as well. It's Danny Nasseir who's got a flyer here. He locks up just a bit there. And that's it. The session is over, and the only person left on track, I do believe, is Danny Nasseir with a valid lap here. He's less than a second down from Klaus Clint. Will he be able to take that spot away from Klaus? Klaus has had the pace just a bit over Danny Nasseir, as they usually battle it out in the midfield. Today they're doing very well here to be at the top end of the midfield. And encroaching into top 3 territory. He actually goes into the pits there, Danny Nasseir. Well, let's take a look at what that looks like here now. Alright, that's it for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. If you have to, go for a washroom break, because we are heading into that 90 minutes here after the cooldown time. Let's just set up ourselves here for a start of the event. Let's put ourselves right here, shall we? Where this camera is. Let's see. Alright guys, good evening and welcome out to the final round of our Caribbean Endurance Championship. We are going to use the first pit exit. The first pit exit, or the short pit exit as it's known. You will get a cut track warning if you use the long one. Stephen Bola did get a final
exit you're talking about?
exit.
The one we're always using, right? The one to the left.
Yes.
Thank you.
Most welcome. All right, so let me put
Quick mic
that
check.
up on the screen. This is where we
Working.
currently stand here.
Thank you.
All right. See you out there in chat. Marlon Young with the butterflap. Enjoy, man. The goal racer there with no timing tower. Yeah, we fixed that. And proper time from John Greene. Yes, indeed, proper time from Rahul as well. And this is where we stand at the moment. Rahul Nasseir with a 4 minute a flat, followed by Martin Webster with a 4:04. Klaus Klint finally getting up there in the top three with 4:06. Followed by Danny Nasseir with a 4:07. Matthew Yusuf with a 4:07 as well, with a 4:07.598. As sorry, with a 4:07 7:46, as Danny Nasseir has a 5:98 there to play with. And we've got John Greene not registering a valid time, I suppose, and as well as Christian Rajnot. Stephen Bola as well there in 8th position, and Lanjay Boswell in 7th. Oswyne, what a surprise there from the guy representing British Virgin Islands. All right. What's going on? Overtime? What's the overtime countdown?
2 minute 40.
Okay, I think you guys did request that because it's a long race, so do what you need to do. We've got 2 minute 30 to go. All right, so that goes for you two there, to our viewers. We've got about 2 minutes left here in the countdown to get going. All right, where are we at? So if you hear me talking to the guys, it's because I am doubling as their race director as well. So this race is going to be 90 minutes long with mandatory pit stops. No car can get to the end of the race, as a matter of fact. With the tire, with the fuel and the tire usage that we have on these cars, they've all been changed so as to speed up the process, to encourage the strategies to play out. And I'm pretty sure we are going to see it in great fashion here today. Alright guys, if it's your first time here, do like, subscribe, and share the stream with like-minded folks there in your on your social media platforms. We hold races here every Saturday, and we're currently on our inaugural season here, season 1, as we'll be heading into season 2 at the beginning of July. So if you're interested in joining us, we use personal computers instead of the consoles, which you know is Xbox and PlayStation. And we're actually getting ready to go here. Everyone's on the track. And so guys, yeah, just shoot us a message if you'd like to join up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the finale of our Caribbean Endurance Championship. Do enjoy the next 90 minutes of action.
too.
All right, the time of day is in the top right-hand corner of your screen. So it's currently 9:13 in the morning. It's obviously being sped up so that we can simulate 24 hours within the 90 minutes. We will complete the race here at around 9 a.m. the following day, as they're all engine and gear and ready to go. I think I'm a bit too close here to the start. I don't want to miss any action as they come down the line, and then we switch to the guy ahead of everyone. Let me just grab Rahul Nasseir right quick. I'll actually grab the person behind him, Martin Webster. And here we go. It's less than 30 seconds to go. You will see the LED lights come on screen and begin the countdown. Here we go. Five lights, six lights are on. And they are off, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, Christian Rajnath with a lot of wheel spin, or did he do that on purpose? We've got instead Martin Webster with a terrible start there. And now he's got Oswyne Wilson and Danny Nasseir passing him by. Klaus Clint as well was trying to look to capitalize there. Oswyne Wilson with that move on the inside to cover off. And oh, we've got guys heading into each other there. And it seems as though they've gotten back on the way. This is a long race, so the restart is not going to be called. As they get back going, it seems as though they've sorted themselves out now. Oh, the guys in front have actually separated now. It's Rahul Nasseir from Danny Nasseir to Oswyne Wilson, followed by Christian, John, and Matthew. Rahul with a commanding lead already, 3.4 seconds here. And Oswyne trying to chase down. Oh, but we got John Greene now on the inside of Christian Rajnath. Don't suppose Christian is going to let him by that easily. No, but instead it's Klaus Clint that claims the position over Stephen Bowler. Looking back at that, Stephen Bowler now fights back and reclaims that 8th position over him. Back up in front, John has got the slipstream. Yes, he has. He's pulled out now. And they're neck and neck, done Mulsanne straight. Oswyne Wilson also looking to capitalize there on the inside of Danny Nasseir. Ooh, but it switches back. Now Oswyne up on Danny Nasseir. Has he got the pass complete? Yes, he has. Lanje Boswell claiming the position over Stephen Bowler as well. Stephen Bowler has fallen back. Actually, it was Matthew Yusuf that was involved in that little bout there with Martin Webster, I believe. Here, Danny Nasseir is back though at Oswyne Wilson. They're both in the 4GT. Now heading into Mulsanne. It's John Greene with the pass over on Christian Rajnath in the Ferrari. But this one here is close, ladies and gentlemen. And John Greene is trying to capitalize on this fight as well. Right now with Oswyne Wilson. Closer now is Martin Webster to Matthew Yusuf. They both are in BMW M8s. Lange is not letting Clint go by, and he actually capitalizes on that and makes a pass. But Klaus comes back at him. Let's switch that fight. But look at this. It's John Greene on the outside. He's trying to up and under here, but has not got the momentum to pull it off. Klaus Clinch being shown yellow flags, as well as Stephen Bowler. What has happened at the rear of this field? But we cannot look away as John Greene is capitalizing on a slipstream by Oswyne Wilson to get by, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. He's gone, John Greene, in that Ferrari. It's called the Porsche Curves, but it's a Ferrari that's heading the charge here. And he's on the charge for Danny Nasseir. Danny makes a mistake as well. We're now riding with John Greene. He's not going to attack him at such a close rate of distance. Instead, he's going to capitalize on the outside, which he can get done here. Does the Ferrari have the legs against the Ford GT? And you remember that movie, Ferrari versus Ford. It's the Ford that holds out, but look at it. Oswyne Wilson now coming back to John Greene on the braking. I think he makes contact with Danny Nasseir. Oswyne having to slow up that much there to avoid a collision. Meanwhile, oh, look at that gain! John Greene and Danny Nasseir. Saw that to the right of your left of your screen there. And Oswyne has got it. He's got the exit plan to a T out of that turn. And he's attacking now. Meanwhile, Oswyne's got two cars punching a hole in the drag for him. But it's Oswyne Wilson on the right-hand side, which is the inside line of John Greene there. He's not close enough to attack him. So he's got to back off just a bit to let that guy go by. Ooh, Christian Rajna teleporting just a bit. But it's Oswyne Wilson right up under John Greene. And it's John Greene that was really close. Oh, look at Christian Rajna trying to capitalize on this. Down Mulsanne straight they go again, ladies and gentlemen. So close. Christian actually makes that pass against Oswyne Wilson. So he's up into fourth now, but Oswyne runs the wide line off that turn. Does it do anything for him? It doesn't seem so. And now John Greene has got the toe of Danny Nasseir, and he's trying to put it to good use here. Down the second straightaway. He's up on the inside. Into Mulsanne. On the braking. Danny locks up that front right. John respecting that man's position. Respecting that man's space there. He's back on the slipstream here. Where will he pounce John Greene? He's getting so close. He says the car is bouncing. Oh, and they collide! John Greene and Danny Nasseir. Alright guys, alright guys, alright guys. Keep it off the comms, keep it off the comms.
I can hold you up, that's my job.
Alright guys. Focus, focus, focus. Get back in the race. 90 minutes. You've got an all 122 to go.
Yeah, you can't have this guy driving like that.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it properly. Okay guys? Okay guys?
Don't do that, man. Don't take me out. I'm doing it like that. You're allowed to move one time. You're moving all over the truck. You guys are just idiots. Don't overreact. Just stick to the rules. But I bombing you in the rock. It's not gonna.
Are you guys? Other guys racing in this servo?
Stop moving like that.
And now Danny, it seems as though he probably has damage, I suppose, as I would expect John Greene to have damage as well. So you can see how heated it got there in the chat. Matthew Yusuf goes by. Danny does go into the pits now. And this does go to review at the end. We do have a system where we actually review the moves done here in the race. So Danny heads into the pits now. John Greene reclaims that A position over him.
We'll have a look at this one.
Alright, so let's get back into the racing, shall we? It's Rahul Nasseir. They're in fourth position. What John was saying is that Danny Nasseir was holding up John Greene. Well, John is saying that Danny Nasseir is holding him up so that Rahul can get on with his race. You know, that is possible, but you've got one opportunity per turn to move that car, and even down a straight to move that car into a defensive position. I didn't really see Danny Nasseir moving more than once there to my naked eyes. And so we'll have to review that at the end of the race. Martin Webster does get up into second position, and this is looking good for Martin Webster. In terms of points, ladies and gentlemen, he's at 38 at the moment here, and if he can manage to hold on, he's going to claim some positions over Oswyne Wilson. Oswyne is right behind him, actually. What kind of messed up camera angle is that? Let's get back to the action, shall we? All right, so Oswyne is right behind him here, and we've also got Christian as close on Matthew Yusuf, as Christian did suffer a bit with the altercation between Johnny Greene and Danny Nasseir. So now Christian, does he get that move complete? It says so on the timing charts, and it's Matthew unable to hinge that BMW there, and just a bit goes into the side of Christian Rajnath. It seems as though he's got the shorter end of the stick, Matthew Yusuf. And there he is apologizing to Christian Rajnath. That is the reason why we have the Discord channel. Also to indicate to blue flag cars that you're coming by, not to cuss each other out. But you see those points, they are very close to each other here. And so the tensions are high, man. So Christian up into fifth position now. There's nothing to do concerning that incident there, as we definitely saw what occurred. And Matthew's actually paying the price for it. So now, where's John Greene? He can see Oswyne Wilson ahead of him, as well as Martin Webster here, as he's trying to make his way back up into the top spots here in his Ferrari. Meanwhile, Martin Webster comes across the line with the fastest lap of the race, and they said, oh, never mind that. John Greene in the Ferrari with a 4:06.3. It seems as though John has gotten faster after that collision there. So Oswyne Wilson coming on the thread here from John Greene. So let's give you a little. Matthew Yusuf does reclaim a position there over Lanjay Boswell. They both come across the line now. And here you can see Oswyne Wilson is being trailed by John Greene, as John, after being involved with a collision there, Danny Nasseir. He's trying to reclaim some positions. Danny Nasseir has fixed that car and he's back out on track. Please be advised, Danny Nasseir and John Greene has been muted. Watch all fights going on with them. So John Greene does get an opportunity here to get by. He was in the tow there of the Ford GT, and he does get that job completed as he's got much better legs under him in the Ferrari. Oswyne avoiding that curb, and it seems as though he's lost a lot of time in doing so. Did not want to upset that car. If we can look back now at the teammates here from Vikings Racing, Klaus Klint and Christian Rajnaut. Klaus is actually sitting in 16th position here on the points board with 6 points, as well as Christian Rajnaut's actually sitting in 11th position here with 15 points. But under their outfit, Vikings Racing, they've got a total of 21 points here. So aiming for a top 5 maybe from the guys here at Vikings Racing. As we've got under an hour and a half to go. Ooh, you can see Christian Rajnaut having that internet issue there. So he's not rendering in his exact position there, and that's what a high latency connection will do to you. Oh, that's fact. And it's fastest lap from Rahul Nasseir with a 4:04.941. What is John Greene doing pace-wise? He's right up almost to Martin Webster now as they head through the Ford chicane. He's going to capitalize here on the slipstream being given to him by that big old BMW in front of him. He's 4:05.041, John Greene, so he's not on par with Rahul Nasseir. Rahul already 30 seconds ahead of these guys. Oh, does he get that pass complete? Martin Webster comes back at him. John does get that pass complete, but Martin Webster is trying something else here. Christian Rajnaut pits on lap 5 here. What tire is he running here, Christian Rajnaut? So Christian is actually on the medium tire compound at the moment. And I'm not sure why he has pitted. If he's got damage to that car, Matthew Yusuf as well pits. There you have the great shot there. Oswyne Wilson not that far behind the duo here of John Greene and Martin Webster. And one thing I can say about Martin, he can follow a car, boy oh boy. So he's trying to stick close here to the Ferrari of John Greene, currently on the 5th lap of our Caribbean Endurance Championship finale. Danny Nasseir registering the fastest lap of his fastest time there of his session. 4:14, clearly not on pace with his son. bottom right hand corner where you see those digits running, that's the distance in time between John Greene and Martin Webster. So John is actually at 1.6 seconds and he's increasing that lead. Boy, oh boy. But different strategies might be promoting this. He might have a lower fuel to worry about. Martin missing the braking zone there, or not slowing down well enough for that turn, but he's losing base ever so slowly with John Greene. Meanwhile, Oswyne Wilson is trying to gain some time here against Martin Webster. They've all settled down now. And I'd like to get to Rahul Nasseir and show you a lap of Le Mans from in-car, or at least on the hood here, as we're about to finish the first 30 minutes of this 90-minute race. So here we go. He's approaching the last couple of turns here. Misses that there, messes that up, but he's got the time now to mess stuff up. He's found a little cheeky getaway there, Rahul Nasseir. As he's not being given a cut track warning there. And he's capitalizing on it. So it seems as though he's found another one here where the track is much smoother. And this is what you need to do whenever you're racing in these events. All of the aliens do it. And aliens is who we refer to, guys that are super fast in their simulation setups or simulation rigs. You know, they try to capitalize on every little ounce of time, or should I say every little tenth of time. Looking real clean through here. Beautiful job there by Rahul Nasseir. John Greene seems as though he's trying to claim some time here. To Rahul Nasseir, as we can now see, oh no, it's gone. We were seeing 29 seconds there between the two of them. But instead, sorry, oh, it is 29, but it's a high 29 sticking between 7 tenths and a 9 tenths. It's down now to 6 tenths. So we'll have to take a look at John Greene and his lap there to see where he is gaining time against Rahul Nasseir. What a beautiful track here at Le Mans. Popularly known. Oh, he makes a mistake there through Arnage. Or is it Arnage? shifts 2 gears here as he heads into the Porsche curves. And that was Mason Blanc, or is it Blanche? I suppose with the French. We are in France. As he heads through his namesake Ford chicane. Ooh, he just touches the gravel just a bit there. But John Greene, that's a 4:06.8 on that lap. And where is John Greene now? He's now around Mason Blanche. And he's managed to claim 2 seconds here on that lap to Rahul Nasseir. And let's ride on the Ferrari, shall we? To see where John Greene is gaining his time. Ooh, that's the fastest lap there, being headed down by John Greene, 4:04.338, ladies and gentlemen. So he's definitely on a charge here now. A lot of patience here through the chicane. Has he found the same cut track here? Nope, he hasn't, or he doesn't need to use it. I would say that he doesn't need to use it. He's gaining his time elsewhere. So let's see if he'll manage to keep it in between the white lines. Oh, that's probably where he's gaining it there. No cut track warning for that. As I pause to take a sip of water. So he's not using the smooth end of the track. Different car manufacturers have different issues here. And it seems as though that does not bother John Greene here. As he heads through L'Arche chicane. Gets to get on the power oh so fast there. Heading down Malsane Straight. He's now 27 seconds down to Rahul Nasseir. Rahul might also be losing those tires, ladies and gentlemen. Stephen Bola has an issue and has been passed there by Christian Rajnot. This is the La Florendier chicane. And he seems quite smooth there, John Greene. As he heads down Malsane Kink now, towards Malsane Kink. You want to get this car to break in a straight line. He goes for it now. Gets it stopped there to clip the chicane. And that was not probably as smooth as I would like it, but he does get it done. You cannot simply lose focus. No matter how long these straights are, you have to be on the ball here all the time in these cars. Indianapolis sees him not touching that that apex. Through Arnage now. I think he's lost some time there, but he was in a lower gear. Oh, he's actually gaining time? Yes, he's gaining time to Rahul Nasseir through that section. So what seemed slow is fast, and we do have a saying in sim racing. Slow equals clean and clean equals fast. So that is what we're seeing from John Greene here. He is clean, so he is fast, ladies and gentlemen. Through the Porsche curves now with his Ferrari. 4:05, 4:05 from Rahul Nasseir over the line. Let's see the comparison in pace here when John Greene crosses the line and displays his time. And Nasseir claims a position over Stephen Bowler there. Comes across the line now, John Greene with a 4:04.309. So 2:10s being claimed there. Sorry, it's a second being claimed there by John Greene over that previous lap, and that corrects the fast lap time there to a 4:04.309. Oh, he makes a mistake here through the chicane, John Greene. But let's look elsewhere, shall we? Martin Webster comes across the line, and Oswyne has lost base with Martin Webster in the BMW M8. Oh, and he's losing base with the rear end of his car. And that's it. He spun on the start-finish straight, trying to stay out of the way of Klaus Clint. Klaus Clint trying to stay out of the way of him, and loses a position to Klaus. That is something we don't see every day here at CSRO. Like I did say earlier, Klaus has been managing to get that Porsche up into the midfield, and it turns out he's been liking it. It's like he's taken a liking to it. Oswyne, though, under his own fault, losing out there to the Dane, and it seems as though those tires are shot. Oswyne, he's currently sitting on the medium compound tires, as they all are actually. But it seems as though he's just managed to eat through him like candy. They've all settled down now and spread out as the first half hour has come to a close. Christian Rajnaut with his fastest time over the line with a 4:08.660. Unfortunately, he's been plagued with internet issues here, but he's quite quick in this Porsche. So you can see Christian still bouncing around here with the latency being very high to the server. My latency is being shown there to the top right, and if I look to the time in charts here on the back end of the server, you can see Christian Rajnaut has got a 1:59.160, but it's not at that all the time. It's actually fluctuating, and I think it's fluctuating towards the upper part of the spectrum. So he's being hurt a lot here, Christian Rajnaut, especially when he comes against other guys for fights. They will see what we're seeing. Unfortunately, Christian won't be affected, and so he's had to back off here. Meanwhile, Lance Boswell here, teammate of Oswyne Wilson, managing to keep it quite close here. Well, not close, but in the second position behind his teammate. Sixth position, I should say, behind his teammate. Oh, he locks up the front right, and he's going to lose it into Malsane. Now, Christian Rajnaut has an opportunity here. You can hear that car in the background as it's approaching. He kind of makes the same mistake, Christian Rajnaut, but he does claim a lot of time to Lance Boswell, as he's now sitting 10 seconds behind the Jamaican. John Greene going a bit slow there on that previous lap with a 4:06. He's probably had a little scare there to put him down to some 2 seconds of his previous paced lap. So now at 6 seconds, can Christian Rajnaut capitalize here as Martin Webster registers his fast? Oh, he's off track, Christian Rajnaut. He's got to focus and get back into the game here. Oh, and he loses it even more. No, he's probably got front end damage on that Porsche. Not only that, he's probably scrubbed the tires off of this car after that little incident there. A bit of tires that is. You'll have to excuse me. I took my COVID-19 shot today, so your boy's a little bit under the weather, huh? Still managing here to put the vocals to good use, but I am staying hydrated. Yes. Guy there in the chat. Who is that? Just to stay hydrated. I think it was Mahida. Yep. Sorry, it's Davidson. Ezekiel Davidson. Thanks a lot, my man. I'm trying to stay hydrated. So, this is where we're at. Let me try and explain to you. So, we're under... Let's get back up to Rahul. He's comfortable here in first position, now on the 9th lap of this race. With 54 and a half minutes left in the session. He's got a lead of 28 seconds over John Greene, who's sitting in a Ferrari 488. And they have still got their first round of pit stops to come. Rahul seems as though he keeps missing that apex. So with that, Rahul Nasseir has got it covered for the most part, as he's got a buffer of 27.7 seconds to John Greene. That is not enough though for a free pit stop. And if I know John Greene, I know he'll be aiming for at least a one stop if he can manage it. That's what he always does. He aims for those one stops and manages those tires to the end. He's got an innate talent to do so. On the other hand, I think Rahul is struggling a bit here on these tires. On lap 9 now. Sorry, on lap 10 of this event. Are they still all on the medium tire compound? Yes, they are. So 27 seconds later, we've got John Greene, ladies and gentlemen, trying to force the hand of Team Nasseir GP as he heads into the pits here on the 10th lap of the race. What tire compound will he go with? Sorry, that's a tire compound. Someone once said words do be difficult. Yes, they do indeed. Especially when you're trying to stay hydrated. Bazinga. Ooh, it's a 409.572 there from Martin Webster. He's going to get on by John Greene. To be honest, the BMW looks feisty here at Le Mans. Now these are GTLM spec cars, which are the cars you usually find in the United States. So these are the North American variant GT endurance cars. Supposedly we'll try to secure the European variants for the next season. As we've got John Greene rejoining the race there in third. He's around 15 seconds away from Martin Webster. So Martin will not obviously get a free stop there to John Greene. It's actually increasing at the moment. But the BMW might have something under its sleeves when it sheds some more of that fuel. Not quite sure. As a personal best comes across the line there for Christian Rajnaut of a 2:07.7. And he's getting closer to Lance Boswell. He's under 5 seconds here, Christian Rajnaut. Oh, and it's Lance that makes a mistake. He does get going, but Christian with way more momentum is going to get past here. Is he? Oh, he's biding his time, Christian. Well done to him. We're losing light now here at Le Mans. It's about to be 8 p.m. in the evening. In the night, I suppose. And then we shall see the lights come out. He's trying to stay out of the bad air of Lance Boswell here. So much better on the brakes is this Porsche driven by Christian Rajnaut, and we've got Lance Boswell making a mistake. So Christian does get a free pass there into 6th position, but it's not like he didn't work for it. He definitely put down some rubber in claiming that position. Now he might be too far away from Oswyne Wilson, but anything can go wrong here in this race. Especially under the lights, where it's definitely going to get difficult for these guys to run. So Matthew Yusuf does claim a position now ahead of his teammate Stephen Bola. Unfortunately, they've all been relegated there to 9th and 10th position. Something must have occurred there. So Martin Webster goes across the line with a 4:10.895. We know John Greene is capable of much lower times than that, but his previous lap is a 4:43.639. Excuse me. That's the lap that he went into the pits with. So both Stephen Bola and Matthew Yusuf having some issues there. Oh man, the two teammates colliding. Not good here. As Stephen does wait for Matthew to get back on the way. These two are actually new guys here at CSRO. This is their first championship. But I'll say that if they do rewatch this stream, that do not let these crashes detour you. Do not let these unsavory positions deter you, because you do have a learning curve to get by here on Assetto Corsa, which is the simulation that we choose to use for the moment. And so, guys, you know, even though you might be wanting to join us and to be like, oh, these guys are so fast, I can't keep up with them. Trust me, you can learn to be as fast as these guys. You never know. And we've got guys like Christian Rajnaut and controllers as well, as Christian comes across the line now. Beautiful sunset here at Le Mans. Ooh, look at that time that Rahul has now to Martin Webster. That is a free pit stop if I've ever seen one. Rahul Nasseir coming off as champion in our Caribbean Single Make Cup last weekend there in the Nissan Primera BTCC cars. Oh, he makes another mistake there. Rahul might be trying to save these tires there at these much harsher tracks, while trying not to lose some time. I don't know what kind of math that is, but it's looking quite beautiful out here with the sun setting. I want to take... Oh, Christian Rajnath, it goes into the pits now. I do believe his first pit stop was on lap 5. So he heads into the pits now on lap 10. So we can see that that strategy is playing out a little well for him, except for that issue that he had with the coming together with that person. I can't remember at the moment. Danny Nasseir does cross him over to get up into 7th position. Lanjay Boswell as well. So Rahul heads through 4th chicane now. Ooh, scrubbing those tires there on exit, not good. No bueno. 406, 479 there on that previous lap. Stephen Bola enters the pits as well, presumably with damage. As we are within the final 15 minutes here of our second 30-minute bout with these cars here on Le Mans. And we'll take you for a ride here with Rahul Nasseir as the lights go down at Le Mans. So, oh no, is Christian Rajnath out of this race? He's not left the pits since he entered. Maybe he's got damage that he needs to get fixed here, and we know how lengthy these damage repairs can be. You know, they say drive within your lights whenever you attend that license class. Yes, I did attend the license class, and I'm a valid user for more than 10 years of the roadways here in Guyana. And they always say drive within your lights. Do not speed more than you can see ahead of you. Does that apply to racing, motor racing? I don't think so. That's why we got these high beams here and LED strips on these cars, to try to put them ahead of the game in 24-hour standings, and even for the 12 hours and the 6 hours at certain tracks where they begin the race under the lights, namely Bathurst, when they do the first endurance or motor racing event for the entire calendar year. If some of you did not know that, they've got a GT Endurance Series that is about 12 hours long, I suppose. That is the very first motor racing event on the yearly calendar, on the annual calendar. Every year for the past, I think it's more than a decade, ladies and gentlemen. And it produces some exciting racing there at Bathurst in Australia, down there in Australia. And they begin, if you want, you can look it up right here on YouTube. We got some amazing highlights for you to rewatch there. as Rahul Nasseir kind of loses it there through Mason Blanche, I believe is how they pronounce it in French. And would you believe it? It seems as though he's driving much better under the lights, huh? So he heads out his namesake Ford chicane here. What is his pace? It's a 406.301. So you will see their pace drop off here. And we can get to John Greene, who's now almost a minute away from Rahul Nasseir. I do believe we saw Martin Webster pitting to give John this position here. Yes, we did see Martin Webster pit. So it's currently saying that, you know, John Greene is one lap down here from Rahul Nasseir. And unfortunately for John, he's going to miss out on this championship if he cannot, in 39 minutes time, pull a rabbit out of his hat. But let's not forget, Rahul Nasseir still needs to pit. So it's John Greene with a 4:05.775 over the line there. Faster than Rahul Nasseir. But he's got to do more than that, John Greene. There is Martin Webster now. He's coming around Mason Blanche. Nine minutes, ladies and gentlemen, remain in this second 30-minute bout here. Out of 90. Oh, he locks up the tires there, Martin Webster. Those brand new tires he has fitted on his BMW M8. No bueno. They're all on the medium compound tire at the moment still. We did expect that this would be somber, that there would be a somber end to this race. But with Rahul Nasseir still having to pit here, his strategy is running pretty long, man. I'll give him that. John Greene has already looked to capitalize on pitting early here. Let's see if it will work out for him. But it's currently Martin Webster who hasn't got an answer here for John Greene, who's ahead of him in second position. Martin Webster all alone here. And you wonder why sometimes, oh, we can see guys there in the distance. And you wonder why is it they put these GT cars to race with the LMP cars. This is exactly why. You've got a whole ton of space for them to race on the same playing field with. Let's ride on board with Martin Webster.
Game just froze there. I'm all good though.
Rahul Nasseir has actually been having that issue since he joined at CSRO, folks, where he would get freeze frames while overtaken or in fights with. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. We're really not sure what enables it to occur. Martin Webster looking quite smooth here through the Porsche curves, off the gas, and just letting that thing fly there. He was about 10% on the gas, I should say. But he looks quite smooth there through Maison Blanche. Just a bit too slow there through the entry of the chicane. Comes across the finish line. It's a 4:11.031 there on the pace from Martin Webster. Not entirely ideal, but if you are consistent and you can make that work to the end of the race along with a great strategy in pitting, you can actually look to capitalize on it down the line. Rahul Nasseir is still to pit, ladies and gentlemen. He's currently on the 14th lap of this race. He's already completed 13. Looking back at Oswyne Wilson now, though. He's almost a minute away, 50 seconds away from Martin Webster here in 4th position. And Klaus Clint is also close behind Oswyne Wilson here in the Porsche. Under 5 seconds. So can Klaus. Danny Nasseir pits again. Najee Boswell claims a position over him. Well, we're currently looking at Klaus Clint here, who's sitting in 5th position. He's got Oswyne Wilson ahead of him in the Ford GT. Some 6 seconds away. And Klaus is trying to hold on and trying to decrease that deficit here that Oswyne Wilson is enjoying. So Rahul finally pits, ladies and gentlemen. We've got the Canadian finally bringing that car in pit lane here. How long will it be? We're currently at 32 minutes here now, and he has begun his pit stop. Joanna Greene is around the Porsche curves at the moment. Sees 30 seconds on the gap clock. Oh, he's quick. Now down to 15 seconds there. Rahul Nasseir gets out of the pits and out of Dodge, ladies and gentlemen, on fresher tires as well. John Greene, 25 seconds away here across the start finish line now. 4:07.100. This is where it's going to come alive now. Rahul Nasseir is not safe. However, if these tires do work in his favor, if he manages to stick those nerves under his trousers and get on with the business. He's got 30 minutes to claim victory and the championship victory of the Caribbean Endurance Championship. Let's look at John Greene as he tries to claim this time here now. Ooh, and it's John Greene who makes a mistake here on the exit of Mulsanne. So he's now back down to 20 seconds? No, it's 18 seconds to Rahul Nasseir. Alright, I'm just tidying up the points here to get you guys a good overview of where they will be at the end of the final 30 minutes here. So let's see what's going on here now. John, around 19 seconds to Rahul Nasseir here. I don't think he's going to be able to close that gap,
Thank you.
as Rahul is actually passing lapped cars now. Gets across Matthew Yusuf there in 8th position. And we are under. We are within the final 30 minutes here of this 90-minute bout. I want to say thank you guys for joining us today and sticking by with us, staying on with us, I should say. Ooh, Matthew, that's not the track, sir. Where is Martin Webster? All alone there in 3rd position. And we've got Oswyne Wilson here in 4th. It's been almost a quiet session here, except for that little spat that we had earlier. But everyone is just trying to stay focused here at Le Mans. Klaus Clint has lost that advantage he had there for a moment up on Oswyne Wilson. And what's this now? We see Christian Rajnaut all the way back into 10th position. He finally rejoins the race here and is trying to unlap himself against Lanjay Boswell, the Jamaican, here in 6th position. He's gotta watch himself. He does manage to get by there, Christian Rajnaut. As we're running down the clock here, it's 21.5 minutes remaining in the total race, and the pit window is open for another 6.5 minutes for those looking to do one more pit stop here. To be honest, if Rahul could get that car down to more than half a lap, ladies and gentlemen, sorry, more down half the race, half the duration of this race, I think we've got the winner on our hands already. It's gonna take a miracle here for John Greene to get by the Canadian. Christian looking quite comfortable through this section here. And if some of you are wondering why is it we have such a small roster, it's because we chose to keep our championships open to only the Caribbean folk, and so or folks with Caribbean roots, as I know you are questioning the registration of the Canadians, as well as the Dane, and I'll say that we made an exception for Klaus Klint, and it's proven to be quite useful, as Klaus has actually decided to help us out along the lines of our website development. So he's he's actually a great help here at CSRO, and we really appreciate it. We've also got honorable mentions of Christian Rajnath, who you see on your screen right now, helps out in organizing. As we see, Lanjay Boswell finally goes into the pits here on lap, what lap is this now? It's lap 18.
Blue flag.
Man, we've got Rahul Nasseir coming across a blue flag here. It seems as though it's... Oh, he's been given the pass
Thank you.
already. It was Lanjay Boswell who was leaving the pits. Right, so back to what I was saying. Honorable mentions, Christian Rajnath, and we've also got Lance Nasseir, who's our director of our graphics department. It's in creating all those flyers that you see around our social media. So Rahul does manage to get by quite easily there now. John, with 14 seconds now between him, is looking to capitalize on 18 minutes left on the clock. Missed to save some tires, and that is what I presume he was doing here, and has now chosen to turn up the pedal pace. It's the final 3 minutes of open pit lane for those who wouldn't have taken their first stop. You can stop after, but you some of you might know you can't teleport into the pit. They will restrict you. So these guys, if they have an issue now, they've got to drive all the way back into the pits, and with 4 minutes on the clock here, that's going to be quite difficult to pull off. John Greene, though, just sticking around that 15-second mark. It seems as though he's claiming it down the straight here, but Rahul might have gone through the same La Florendière chicane. So it's gone back up to 16 seconds there. Rick, the only way we'll know if John is gaining on this lap is at the end. Oh, he's actually losing. To my calculation here, on the break-in, he's around 17 seconds through here. So Rahul actually been given a cut track warning there. So his time is going to be invalid when he goes across the line. I do believe that's who John is seeing ahead of him. Yep, we can hear the Ferrari in the distance. So it's not over yet. There's still a lot more time left here. Gets to the Ford chicane now. Rahul Nasseir goes across the start finish line. It's a 4:06.048. Oh, it's actually Lanjay Boswell between the two of them. John Greene with a 2:03.778, the fastest out here at Le Mans. 3 seconds faster than Rahul Nasseir there. You can catch Rahul Nasseir 3 seconds a lap. Oh man. What's it going to be? We can see the sun rising now over the French circuit.
Let me get a toe on you.
So that's his teammate there, Rahul Nasseir. He can ask
If I
and
get too close,
request.
just leave the inside open for me.
Yeah, guys, I try not to spam the chat so much. Alright, so his teammate playing his role here to give him the toe and does back off. As it really helped Rahul Nasseir.
Sorry, was that for me? Was that message for?
Yeah, the both of you. I don't want it to become a conversation. Alright, so we can see John even gaining now, and he's got a toe from Lanjay that he can utilize as well. Will he even call out to Lanjay to beg for that toe? 13 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock. Ooh, Martin Webster being shown yellow flags, and it seems as though he's out of this one. Oh, look at the damage on the BMW. Oh no. He's just lost it there. And it seems as though he's got a bit of damage, but is it hampering his drive? He's got a bit of distance to Oswyne Wilson. So he's just got to keep going here. He's just got a free pit stop, I'd say. So Oswyne Wilson. So if he, well, that's the thing. He also needs to fix repairs, and you can see him struggling here, Martin Webster. If he does need to fix repairs, that's going to cost him a lot more than a regular pit stop. He's now down Mulsanne straight. Oswyne Wilson almost 40 seconds behind. So looking back now at John Greene. Has John gotten past Lanjay? No, he has not. Blue flags are going to be waving here for Lanjay to get out of the way, and he does. He gets on with his business. He's got now 11 minutes and 15 seconds to claim that first position, which will see him claiming the championship points. It's a 4:06 there from Rahul Nasseir. And we look to John now to see what his will be. It's a 4:08, so he's faster by 2 seconds on that lap, Rahul Nasseir. This is a chase. This is a hunt, and you can see Danny Nasseir there, who he had the altercation with at the beginning of this race, is the next person ahead. Will he allow John Greene to get by? He needs to. He's a lapped car. So we're under 10 minutes now. 10 minutes remaining in this Caribbean Endurance Championship finale. We are tied at 47 points for first and second here for the championship. Rahul Nasseir versus John Greene. At the moment, it's Rahul Nasseir with a commanding lead here, but with some controversy involving his teammate Danny Nasseir against John Greene. It's gonna go to the stewards at the end of the race, and now John Greene is coming against Danny Nasseir once more. Danny cannot race John Greene in this format that he's in, since Danny is being lapped at the moment. But it's how fast that he can get out the way so John may get on with his business is the question. It doesn't seem as though he's decreasing the time to Rahul Nasseir here. Smartest thing Danny will do is to stay out of the way of John Greene so as not to give him a tow. That tow can be devastating. And it seems as though he's pulling over to the right there, Danny Nasseir. Is it a clean pass? Yes, it will be. But he's right on the tail of him. Ladies and gentlemen, he's got 7.5 minutes to claim some 13 or 14 seconds to Rahul Nasseir. It doesn't seem as though he's going to be afforded the opportunity here, John Greene. Rahul Nasseir can claim his second championship trophy here in a totally different category. Ooh, John Greene been given a cut track warning there as tempers are flaring for sure. It's a 4:05.437 there from Rahul Nasseir. 14 seconds later, it's 4:04.389. A second or more there on that lap, John Greene. Rahul Nasseir will be looking at these figures as well. All great motor racers try to stay in a knowledge den, I should say, of what their competitors are doing either in front or behind them, and that has to do a lot with pace. Seeing that, Rahul Nasseir is going to want to turn up the pressure here now against John Greene. Look at him using that extra runoff area there of the track, which proves to be quite faster. It's Klaus Clint been given a drive-through for cutting. So he's had 6 cut track warnings, well, 5 cut track warnings, and then again he went to cut the track one more time to make it 6, and now he's been given a penalty. He's got to drive through the pit lane there without stopping, of course. And in order to clear that, oh, you can see John Greene there in the distance. Yes, in order to clear that penalty that he has now. So Klaus Clint doing so well there to be in 5th position. I don't think it'll hurt him with Danny Nasseir being that far away from him. Well, all that Danny will do is unlap himself to Klaus Clint. Unfortunate to see Christian Rajnath there at the bottom of the timing sheet. And we are in crunch time. For those of you new to us, that is below 5 minutes. We are in the 5-minute central. 4 minutes and 40 seconds remain in this race. What a race it has been for, well, less of the duration. We expected it with 4 minutes on the clock per lap for it to be a little distant, but you know, we've had a bit of incidents around the track, and so it still is a questionable race, to be honest. Rahul Nasseir on the 21st lap of this race here. 4 minutes to go. Ooh, it's Christian Rajnath trying to pass Stephen Bola there. 4 points. Looking real racy, Christian Rajnath. He's got Stephen Bola there. Ooh, running wide, almost coming into contact there with him, Christian Rajnath. And now they've both got to step aside here as Klaus Clint completes his drive-through penalty. Christian trying to stay out of the way. Stephen Bola is trying to... I don't know what Stephen was doing there. He's giving it here. Yeah, well, they are fighting for position too. And now it seems like Christian Rajnath will capitalize on it. And now he's going to try and stay close, I believe, Christian Rajnath, to Rahul Nasseir. Danny Nasseir been given his 5th cut track warning there. He's got no more warnings to get. One more cut track will see him doing a... Oh wait, what is this? What's the pace there from what is the pace there? I'm trying to get from John Greene. It's a 4:05.330, and then we've got a 4:07.623. John Greene is that much faster, ladies and gentlemen, than Rahul Nasseir per lap, but he does not have the time. 2 minutes left on the clock now. 2 minutes, 3 seconds to be exact. So it will end on this lap here. With Rahul Nasseir in the lead. Stephen Bola reclaims that position over Christian Rajnath there for 9th. So the two of them are fighting it out here. Oh, it's Christian that made a mistake because Stephen Bola is gone. I think he probably got caught out while he was trying to let John by. And now Stephen Bola has got the same to do. We saw Oswyne there disappearing from the server momentarily. He's back now though. And we head back up to Rahul Nasseir. We want to capture when he gets across that line there to claim the final 25 points available in this championship and to claim the championship overall. 30 seconds left to go. Less than 30 actually. And you can see in the background there, John Greene does get by Stephen Bola. But unfortunately, this is how it's going to end. Rahul Nasseir. 10 seconds to go on the final lap here it will be to win this race and the championship. There it is. Leader is on the final lap. When he messes up Arnage there, or Arnage. Here we go. He's around the final couple of turns here, Rahul Nasseir. And must be elated to come across the line in the fashion that he will. He has commanded this race from start to finish, the youngster. And will come across the line now to finish in the points of 25 and claim the championship victory. Ooh, that's not the car I want to see.
Where am
John
I parking?
Greene, right at the end of this trip, thank you. And John Greene will come across the line there now in second position. Ooh, that's me again. And where is Martin Webster? Oh, he's so far away here, Martin Webster. As we've got to wait on the guys to complete their laps here. But here is Rahul Nasseir, and then we have... Ooh, Stephen Bola been given a 10 seconds penalty to the final time there. I'm really not sure what has occurred there. He hasn't taken the penalties, Christian Rajnath, as well as Stephen Bola. I'm pretty sure then that they must have had to do the drive-thrus and now been given here penalties to the added time.
Thank you.
Alright guys, we're just gonna wait for Martin Webster to come across the line here. As he comes around the final section here of the infamous Le Mans circuit here in France, Martin Webster will claim third position here to our fifth and final round of our GTLM, or I should say Caribbean Endurance Championship. We've got Wilson and Klaus Klint as well to come across the line here. But what a racing it was, ladies and gentlemen. Rahul Nasseir taking 72 points there, followed by Christian Rajnath, followed by John Greene with 65 points. And then Martin Webster is going to claim some 53 points there to put him ahead of Oswyne Wilson. in the points standing with 50 points. Sorry, no, it's Oswyne Wilson that retains fifth position actually. Sorry, third position. What am I saying? All right, congratulations, guys. We'll start with you first, Martin Webster. What a toll here at the ending of this championship. Your thoughts, sir? Push to talk. Yeah, we're not hearing you there, Martin Webster. Maybe try one more time there, Martin Webster. Yeah, I'm sorry, we're not getting you. So instead, we're going to head over to John Greene. Oh, I'm now seeing that he has no mic there. My apologies. So, John Greene, let's leave the little harassment out of it that was experienced earlier on in the race. But talk us through your strategy there, and you definitely was on pace. You got a lot of pace coming down to the end there.
Yeah, man. I mean, I have to talk about it because it pretty much scrubbed the race. So, in a nutshell, um, let's just get to it. It's not something that I usually talk about, but it was unnecessary. So, I have nothing more to say.
All right, good. Thank you, sir, for that. And now, oh man, a second one there. Rahul Nasseir to be added to your collection of trophies. Congratulations, my man. You have won this race, and not only that, you have taken home the championship title for our Caribbean Endurance Championship. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, this was it was a pretty boring race up in the front, but I'm happy for that because yeah, Le Mans is really a track to just test your skills and your patience. Yeah, so we put everything together. We had to work on the tires. That was mostly the strategy. Is just to keep the tires warm at the last sector. Use all that grip out on the first sector until they got cold again. Repeat. Um, it was a perfect race in my book. I am happy, and yeah, I don't know what happened behind me between John and my father, but yeah, I didn't appreciate that coming from the stream as well. But that's something to talk about after the race and after the stream. But yeah, congratulations, John and Martin. Great race.
All right, good. Thanks, my man. And guys, I'll just step away now to close off the stream. We've got that post-race brief coming up. Thank you. All right, folks, I'm going to close off the stream now. I want to say thank you oh so much for joining us here for the final round of our Caribbean Endurance Championship. We've got another finale coming up next Saturday. It's going to be our GT3 Championship, ladies and gentlemen. You're definitely going to want to tune in for that one. Same time, same place, 1800 hours, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, join us for that one. It's going to be, it's not down to the wire per se. We still have a lot of guys there that have not been racing with us. Sorry, it's the supercars we've got the final round of, as well as the GT3 Championship. But we're going to take care of the GT3 Championship first, as it is the first one that we were supposed to do within the month. And as you know, next weekend will be the beginning of June. And so we'll head over there to the GT3 Championship. Let me just bring you up to speed there with the championship points in that classification. We've got John Greene with 47 points, again with Rahul Nasseir trailing behind, though this time with 42 points. Sean Lee out of Team Cams there, and America, a Guyanese racing there in America. 38 points, followed by Martin Webster with 34 points. Oswyne Wilson there with 29 to close off the top five. You're going to want to join us, ladies and gentlemen, for that bout. It's going to be a close one as well. And ladies and gentlemen, we are heading to Most Sport Canada. Good. Join us for that one, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're staying safe. Wear your mask. Get Get vaccinated. I was gonna say injected. Get vaccinated, and stay safe out there until the next one. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Free to roam above the sea, and this story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say? What do spirits say in a darker day? What do spirits say? When the mist is all gone, there's something inside the water. Don't know where they're coming from. They are free to roam above the sea, and their story stays with me like a haunting melody. What do spirits say?